Back, Janelle Heinrich from Public Health Madison, Dane County joins us to continue our conversation about the Dane Forward plan.
It was announced earlier today that Dane County will be allowed to enter phase 1 of the plan, and we asked a lot of you on our social media pages today if you had any questions that you would like to ask, and now Janelle we have an opportunity for Janelle to answer those. So let's start with the first question we got from Penny, and Janelle, she's asking, when can we have graduation parties with more than 10 people?
So we're saying that could happen potentially in phase 2. The soonest that we might be able to achieve phase 2 could happen 14 days after we start phase 1. And remember, phase 1 doesn't start until May 26th. And we're still also recommending that no matter what phase we're in, we're asking folks to kind of limit contact outside of your household unit to the greatest extent possible. And if that's not possible, then to maintain that 6-foot physical distancing.
So you're still emphasizing social distancing and wearing masks and that sort of thing?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's all of our responsibility to do everything we can to minimize risk and to keep ourselves and our friends and loved ones well.
Now, you mentioned that this goes into effect Tuesday at 8 a.m. Sean emailed us and said, what's the difference if you open now or Tuesday?
Well, if you open now, you're technically in violation of our public health orders, which limits that level of opening unless you're already carved out in that order. We would be in touch with you if we knew about that to try to support you in understanding why it's important to wait until Tuesday.
So if I'm a business owner, how do I know how many people I can have in and just the specifics of reopening?
Yeah, there's a variety of different ways that I think businesses have their capacity calculated, and we're asking folks to help determine that largely on their own. But from a restaurant perspective, that's seating capacity. Offices may determine that by their number of employees or their square footage from a building inspection capacity. So there's a couple different ways that can be looked at.
All right, speaking of businesses, Jerry wrote to us and asked, how many patrons will be allowed to enter Ho-Chunk next week? And do tribal lands and properties follow the same orders as everyone else?
So I believe tribal lands have their own public health authority.
So they won't fall under the requirements of phase 1?
I think that may be true.
Okay.
All right, let's emphasize again, this takes effect 8 a.m. on Tuesday, not this weekend, correct?
Tuesday, May 26th.
All right, well, entering phase 1, hopefully we'll get to phase 2 and then phase 3.
Yeah, I hope so.
Stay well, everybody. Janelle, thanks for being with us today. Have a great holiday weekend.
Thanks.
Janelle, thank you so much for your time. Great to see you today.
We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.